Can you tell me about yourself, like what you do?
Yeah, so I work with my dad and my family on a content creation page called The Guy, where we take dad jokes and stuff and turn them into skits. And that's what we do. We're on like 10 different platforms and just pump out tons of content. So,
Damn, how did that start?
so I'd always kind of been into social media and content creation. I used to post gaming content and stuff. And then my dad, he's always kind of been a funnier guy, a comedian, I guess. And so
You talked him
once
into that?
Yeah, well, someone at his work was like, you're kind of funny. People post this on social media. Maybe you should start posting on social media. He's like, yeah, maybe. He talked to me about it. I'm like, sure, we'll try it. And, we started, and before long, I was like, this could go somewhere. So then we just committed to it, and here we are, like about 2 years later. So, yeah.
That's so sick.
Oh, yeah. We're both full time in it now. So,
Oh, really?
oh, yeah. Yep.
Damn. That's sick. How long did it take for you to get full time?
Well, I just went full time about 3 weeks ago. So,
Oh,
almost 2 years, but worth it. All right. So we'll jump right into the interview of you then. Why did you decide to start posting content?
um, dude, I started posting so long ago. I didn't even notice at the time. So I graduated high school in 2016. So like I started probably like 10 years ago. I would make funny tweets. I was on Vine, not good at Vine. It was only my classmates seeing my stuff. But I stopped until after high school, probably like 2018, like 2 years after high school. I was like, yo, oh my God, I should do this. Like, what am I doing? And it took me a long time to get it going. But people were like, hey, you're funny. That's basically it. So I thought I'd give it a shot. And it led to some crazy things.
Yeah. Why did you decide to start posting what you're posting? Just because people were telling you you're funny, so just decided comedy was your route?
Yeah, I challenged myself to be like, okay, I want to do this full time. I want to see if I could do it. And I tried 100 different things, failed everything. I tried Twitch streaming, I tried YouTube, I tried being funny on Twitter, uh, Snapchat, anything. And then I was like, yo, TikTok. I posted one video, I got a million views, and that's just how it started.
So you pretty big on TikTok then too?
Yeah, I grew an account to 2 million. Um, I don't I went to different things. So I don't use that account much at all anymore. I'm into like clothing, so I have a clothing account that's 13K. I have like a funny account that I make like driving videos on that has like 30K. And then you have my Instagram that has 130.
Gotcha. So how are you monetizing it? The clothing brand or?
Oh yeah, that was always a problem with me personally. Monetizing was so hard. Back in the day, I was doing this full time with like a million followers and I was making nothing. Like I couldn't even afford meals with the boys. Like they had to pay for me. I found my ways. I do like a little ad here and there. Um, and then I joined like a management and they helped me. Uh, but still like TikTok had no good. That's when the clothing came in and that's where I make most of my money. And that's fun.
Yeah. So what is your clothing line?
So basically, I didn't like making a brand where you had to sell like the likeness of me. So I'm not selling you like, hey, look, it's my shirt. Like I just make funny shirts and
Hmm.
put them out there. And if you like them, you buy them. It's a lot easier than trying to be like, you know, you know what I'm saying? Make my own design and be like, yo, but if it's not cool or whatever.
You made it more of
So
like a clothing brand rather than a merch for.
yeah, yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's awesome. So when it comes to posting content on your Instagram, how are you deciding what you're going to post? Do you do trends or do you kind of do your own thing?
Oh, dude, that's so difficult. I don't, yeah, I basically how it works for me is I find trends. I'm really good with finding trends. Sounds are really big. And I'll just insert myself into like a trend. Say like there's a trend with dancing. I won't do dancing, but I'll force myself in there so people are
Yeah.
gonna see it. That's with clothing and that's with like me doing my face. That's like my thing. I do a face and then I'll just post that on Instagram. Instagram's still like a weird place. I don't know how it works much.
So
So
how are you finding those trending sounds and stuff before it's kind of too late to hop on the bandwagon?
I have like a process where I scroll on TikTok and I'll just doom scroll. And then if I'm hearing like, if I see a sound, I'm like, okay, this might be good. I click the sound. I go through all the videos, and if they're all like 1 day, 2 days ago, I'll use that sound. But if it's an older sound, I won't use. That's
Gotcha.
basically how I use it.
Gotcha. That sounds like a good idea because I know that our TikTok has kind of been slower recently, and so we're starting to try to find different ways to do different
Oh,
things. So that's
dude,
something we
TikTok
haven't ever
is
done.
it's a pain. It really is. You'll get so slow, and when times like that hit, I don't even post. Forget about it. I just
Yeah,
wait. I just wait it out. It's awful.
yeah, because I remember at one point we shot up 80,000 followers in a weekend. We're like, all right, now,
Damn.
yeah. And then now we're going through a period where we go up maybe, 200 a day or something like that. It's
Yeah, no,
like,
that's absolutely fine. Like
yeah.
that happens so often. Like it's insane. It's so bad. Like
Yeah,
you'll have
but
the highs and so low.
watching
Like you're
that
just like,
weekend and then you watch this and it's like, man,
yeah, that
come
no,
on.
that's definitely tough on someone's like mental, especially mine in the early days. I shot up 700K in a month, and then it took me so long to hit 1 million. Like it took me like a whole year after that.
Jeez. Yeah, that, that it doesn't make sense. So for the clothing, are you deciding on your content similarly, like you said with the trends and stuff? Are you just doing similar things?
Yeah, so if you know me, like I do a face. I make my face really red and I use that same strategy with my clothing. Like my clothing's like a separate thing, but I find like a sound and I just try to like make a funny shirt, like hold it up for a second, see if people see it, and it works. It works pretty well.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So monetizing in the future, is there any other plans you have to monetize anything or
Um, Not really, no. I mean, I have all these ideas. Um, but just, the clothing is really fun. I'll stick to that. But it is really hard to monetize. For myself at least. I know a lot of people find it easier. For me, it's just so hard. I can make money off Instagram. Like I can make money off these apps, but they're just not good. They're paying like little bits here and there. So far it's like okay.
are
Um,
you
I
on
do
YouTube?
plan on growing Instagram a lot more so I could do like ads or so like, my management can give me if like a backpack came out and then they can set that up or something.
Gotcha. Yeah. Are you on YouTube?
No, I mean yeah, but it's not I don't really I post really dumb stuff on there. I planned it's difficult. Maybe one day.
I would say for monetizing content like video wise, because I know YouTube is the best for paying
Yeah.
per view. So
Yeah.
didn't know if you were on there trying to monetize there.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I wish I like blew up on anything else other than TikTok because like that is like YouTube pays so much, streaming pays a lot. I just haven't gotten to there yet, at least.
yeah, have you ever thought about just cross posting what you post on Instagram and stuff and posting it on YouTube?
I have I failed a lot. I know a lot of people have found a success. I just haven't found it on YouTube, like shorts, YouTube shorts. A lot of people do so well. I just haven't.
I would say just that consistency. How often are you posting right now?
For me, it's a little weird. I'm a weird creator. I don't post like every day. I do it like sometimes I will post every day for like a month, and then the next month I'm like I post here and there. I found it where I'm a really laid back. Like I'm not like famous. I do have a following, but nobody's like, yo, where's Mac? What's he up to? Like I can just kind of work whenever, and it's fine with me. I don't see like a view decrease or increase whenever. Um, so like I said, it's just like random. I have been consistent and there's times where I haven't been and I see no difference. So it's like a weird spot to be in. I don't know.
Yeah,
Sometimes I do want to like post a lot and I will post a lot and then I tone it down and then, I'll post here and there and think of ideas to do next kind of take a break.
Gotcha. Are you doing this full time then? Do you have a
Yes,
nine?
I just went full time last year. Started last
Oh,
year full time. Well, actually, that's not a lie. I started making money last year. I've been doing this full time for like 4 years.
mm,
Um, I basically quit everything I had in my life to start this, which is not a good idea. I don't recommend it. But if you're gonna do social media, you're gonna have to be committed. That's like, if you're not committed, you're gonna not do good. So
right.
I basically quit my job, dropped out of college, and then went straight into it. And it took me about 4 years to start making something. And now I'm in my own apartment, and I do this full time, support myself. So it's sick.
Awesome. Why do you not recommend people do that then if it did work out for you?
Because it's very dangerous, and it's because a lot of people, what's the word I'm looking for? I was kind of blessed in a way, because I was able to live at my dad's house, and obviously he would be like, dude, what are you doing? So I would have to show him like, hey, this is like what I'm doing. And he was just like okay with it. I know a lot of people don't have that luxury.
That's
That
true.
they have bills to pay, so they can't really quit a job. There's times where I only had $200 in my name and for months, and my only paycheck was like a TikTok paycheck, which was only like $200. I did that for a long time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it definitely is like that in the beginning and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, usually people have like, a job on the side or like a plan B. I just like didn't have any of that. It was either like do this or like die. That's how my mindset was,
I
which
mean
is
it worked.
bad, but like it worked for me. I don't know. I don't recommend it though.
No, I mean I think it worked. So,
Yeah,
like you said,
if you're super committed, it will work. Like if you put everything you have into it and you can't be like no days off, like, it could. But like I said, it's just a little dangerous because I was lucky to have certain environments where I was allowed to do that.
yeah, it was same thing for me kind of because my parents are a part of my content creation, so that
Yeah,
works
that
out
would be
well.
that's why I'm like, yo, that's so sick.
Yeah. Yep. We kind of just came all together and do this every day. So yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
I just want to know more about what you do. Like how do you monetize? Do you have any monetization with
Yeah.
that?
So when we first started, we were posting on TikTok and YouTube, and that kind of started. And about 6 months later, we still, well, actually, I think 6 months later, yeah, we got monetized on TikTok, which, like you said, it's not much,
Yeah.
but it started. And so I was like, okay, well, we're making money. So this has opportunity, this has potential. And so we just kept posting and we started upping the platforms we post on. So we started posting on Instagram, and then I think we started posting on X. I don't even remember the order it went in, but now we're on like 10 different platforms. We basically just try to be everywhere. And so we're posting like everywhere, and it's just go, 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 go. We got monetized on YouTube, and that's when the money really started. And so I was like, okay, I can do this full time in a period of time if we just keep going. So our first paycheck from YouTube was pretty good, and that was May of last year. And then, we've upped that amount by a lot and now doing it full time. But we are monetized on YouTube, TikTok. We have work with a sponsor right now that's paying us monthly.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, there's a few sources. We have a shop where we're posting some shirts and stuff, just
Mhm.
comedy shirts. Working there. And so there's that. That's monetized also, making money. Other than that, that's what we have, but it's enough for now, and we're looking to grow in other ways also.
Do you
So
post long form content on YouTube or is it just shorts?
so we tried to crack into the long form game last year in the summer, and we just didn't commit to it because
Yeah.
of
Oh,
time
that's tough.
restriction. I was working a 9 to 5 at that time. You know, Back then I was probably working 120 hours a week, and just it was difficult to keep up with.
Hmm.
So, but now that I am out of a 9 to 5, we're looking to crack back into that, and we're coming up with ideas constantly, and we're working on that now. That's actually one of our next monetization plans to make more money. So yeah, we're working on that now.
Hell yeah, dude. I like how you're very confident, committed to it. I love that.
Well, I'm not going to go into lose.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good mindset.
We're working on doing a weekly show between us where we go live on YouTube, and it's called BS with the guy, and it's exactly what it sounds like. We just kind of bullshit and talk random subjects and find random things to talk about. And so get some people in here, which we're working on that. We just upgraded our setup, and he painted this logo thing here,
That's
and
so dope.
we've got
You
stuff in
got
the
so much going
background.
on, dude. That's awesome.
But yeah, we're working. So
You're no, you're working hard.
I can't do
That's sick.
anything else. And when I'm not working, I have anxiety that I'm not working. So I struggle to not work.
No, I felt that at one point.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Have you been recognized in public yet?
Oh my God. You know what's yeah, I have. And
Yeah.
at the start, it was always when I looked like shit. Like I would leave the house looking awful and I'd get recognized. And every time I come out with a great fit, nothing. Um, but yeah, I've been recognized a lot recently, especially last year. Um, I got recognized in like a Home Depot, um, just like random places. People would be like, "You're," and I'm like, "Oh shit." It's pretty cool though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's weird because I'm always in my room making stuff, so I don't realize how much people see me. Like, it doesn't really correlate until random people are like, "Yo, MacDougal," and I'm like, "Oh God!" Like, it's such a weird feeling.
Yeah, I get that because we're super secluded. We're out here on 100+ acres of land, just out here in the middle of pretty much nowhere, relatively. And then we'll go into a town or a city, and they're like, "Are you?" Or you'll just get looks like people they
Yeah, no,
recognize
the
you,
looks.
but they don't
Yeah,
recognize. And
yeah.
so you're like, they're looking at you, and you're like, I don't know what to do, but all right.
I thought it
And
would just be like like my town or whatever, but I was recognized in like a airport in New Jersey. And I'm like, that's just so crazy to me. I don't know.
yeah, it's different. It's a weird thing, but it is cool, like you said.
Yeah, like I did like I'm in my room all the time and I get like videos that do like really well, but I just doesn't ever that many people are seeing you. It just doesn't really connect.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes I see these videos that people make where it's like what my followers would look like all in one place, and they show like a stadium. A stadium's got like 70,000 or something like that, or I don't
Yeah.
even know what stadiums hold, 30,000, something like that. But it's like, yeah, that's a lot of people. But then you look at some of your video view counts, and it's like 20 million, and you're like, you can't
Yeah.
even really comprehend how many people that is. It's
Yeah, I
just so
just
huge.
one of my reels just got 40 million, which is my best reel. And it's just like I can't even imagine. I don't know. It's just I can't
In
figure it out.
10th of the country.
Yeah, no, it's
It's crazy. Congratulations on that. That's
oh,
awesome.
thank you. Yeah.
That's really cool. Do you have a lot of viral videos kind of take off, or how consistent?
I think like viral is like different in my um like I viral to me is like where a video breaks through the platform that I posted on. So I've had like a lot of videos I had like three of them get 40 million. I had a lot of 20 millions, 15, 10 millions. But I had one video that like exploded outside of everything. Um, it was just everywhere. I've only one video that did that where it was on Reddit, it was on iFunny, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. It was super cool to see, but only one of them did that.
So you're considering that as a viral, or what do you think?
Yeah, like if it like I post many TikToks where they got like 20 million, but it just stays in there. Nobody really like I don't see it on Twitter. Like I sometimes I'll be scrolling Twitter and I randomly see my own face and I'm like, it's from that video. It's always from that video.
Yeah, yeah, that's weird because when I'm scrolling reels and stuff on Instagram, I'll see someone reposting our stuff, and I'm like, "Hey, it's me."
Yeah, it's good feeling.
Yeah, it's like, oh. And then you see someone else posting your video getting, 1 million views on their post, and you're like, "Wow, all right." It's
Yeah, I've never had I don't know if you had a problem with that, people like reposting your stuff. I never have.
Well, for a while there. So, funny story, Facebook, we were posting on Facebook's Reels system, whatever it's
Yeah.
called there. But we were posting there, and we started making money, and it was substantial amount of money. It was a lot of money, honestly. And then I think because of that, they cracked down on us hard and they completely banned us for a video that should not have gotten banned. And it was silly, but it kind of discouraged us. So we just stopped posting on Facebook because they were like, well, 90 days and you got to wait. And then a year, it'll clear the whole strike. And so we're like, screw that.
Yeah.
But we decided to pick it back up. I think it was, I don't remember when, but it was a lot longer after that had happened that we should have waited. So we lost out on a lot of money. But anyways, we started posting on there again. And what we realized was that people were posting on there for us on their own accounts, taking our videos. So there was an account of us. At the time on Facebook, we had like, I can't remember, I think it was like 20,000 followers or something like that.
Mhm.
And somebody had taken our videos and had 60,000. And people thought it was the real us. And they were
Oh, yeah,
posting
no, that's a problem.
on. And so we were like, okay, well, if they're going to be posting our content, they're a day behind. Like they can only get our videos after we post them. So we just decided to start bombarding Facebook with, I mean, we have 3,000 videos now. And so we just bombarded it. And so we overtook that and now we're at like 100 and some thousand, but we had like 10 fake accounts that were all us. And so
Yeah.
we had to pass all them and no help really from Facebook, honestly. I'm trying to do
I've
anything.
yeah, I mean it's a little different if someone's like making a lot of money off of you. Um, it's a little different, but like a lot of people repost my stuff, I'd be fine with that.
Oh yeah.
Um,
That's the way I see it too. It's when they try to impersonate you and pretend they're
yeah,
you
that's
to make
yeah.
money. That's when I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, that you can't do
Luckily, I
that.
never had that happen,
Yeah, that's good.
which I think, I don't know, maybe someone's out there.
So, future of content for you. What are
Hmm.
you going to post in the future? Similar to what you post now, or do you have any?
Um, that's a little tough because on Instagram I've been reposting like my TikToks on there because I haven't really been making anything new because I've been focusing on like the clothing aspect. So I just kind of been posting old stuff onto Instagram and it's like worked, like it's no issues. Um, but I was known for the face. I don't know if you've seen any of those videos.
Yeah,
Um, I recently tried to get out of it. I've been trying a lot of new things. The problem is that those face videos get so many views. Even after 3 years later, I'm still doing them. And people, I get a lot of people who are like, you're gonna die, or like, how are you still posting this? But I'm like, dude, it does good. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if I'm getting 40 million views, why would I stop? Like to this day. Like, so it's hard. I don't know what to do. I'm just kind of having fun. I'm trying new things, but also still doing my old stuff because it works. Um, so yeah, the future, I don't know. It stuff always happens. I just go with the flow. And yeah.
gotcha. Well, just want to say congratulations for being a full-time creator. That's huge accomplishment and
Yeah, it
everything.
was a dream. It's definitely a dream of
Yeah,
mine. It's hard to um think about that sometimes. You have to like sit down and be like, okay, this is where I'm at. Because, as a kid, I would have been freaking out. So I try to be happy with myself.
yeah, that's same thing for me because I've been posting since I was 10 and
Yeah. You'll get
20.
caught up, like you'll be working really hard and you won't realize where you're at. Um, Sometimes you got to sit down and be like, okay, damn. Like
Yeah.
you grew like, dude, 600K on an Instagram account's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's
Every
crazy.
time you tell somebody, they're like, six, what? Damn. And
Like on
we're like,
Instagram, that's
yeah,
nuts.
but it's not a million. So, we still got work to do. That's the way I see it. And
Bro, you're about to
yeah,
go like 10 million with that
yeah,
mindset. That's crazy.
yeah. Always got to be grateful. And I always very like, I try. And sometimes it is hard because, you look at someone else and you're like, they've got more. So we've
Oh
got to
yeah. Yeah.
we're always setting little milestones of these people that were like we watch them and we're like wow they're like when we were at I think we were at like 10K on Instagram and we saw somebody at like 25K we're like whoa they're at 25K that's pretty cool and then 2 weeks later we're past them and then we set the next milestone we're like wow they're at 60K boom passed and now we're passing like my dad was a big fan and is still a big fan of Godsmack the band and we've passed them on Instagram, and that's just the weirdest thing to think about is because like Godsmack is this famous, huge band, and we're
Mhm.
bigger than them on a platform. It's weird, but
Yeah, when you think of it in that way, it hurts my brain. So I try not to do that. 'Cause I don't makes me feel weird. I don't know, like when I'm like, yo, I have so many, like I have such a big platform, like some things that I love, it's just weird.
yeah, it is a weird thought to think about. Like we were talking about the people, like the amount of people that see you is just like, all right,
I
that's
yeah, it's when you get noticed in a weird spot, that's when it'll hit even harder.
yeah,
Like
oh
you'll be
yeah,
at like a McDonald's and someone's like, yo, you'll be like, what the fuck?
yeah.
You just be so confused.
I went on a trip. I'm in Arkansas right now, but I went on a trip with my girlfriend to Tennessee, and we were coming back, and we were somewhere in Missouri, just in a random gas station in a random small town. And this lady's like, "It's funny, you look like someone I watch on TikTok." And I'm like, "Well, I'm on
Yeah,
TikTok."
yeah,
And
that
she's like,
is,
"Wow, it's random. It's so
yeah.
weird." So, but yeah. Well, I enjoyed talking to you, man.
Yeah, it was good. I'm
I hope
excited to
the
see
best
you
for
grow more.
Oh yeah, watch the journey, man.
I'm
We're gonna
pumped.
explode even more. But I wish the best of you for your
Thank
content,
you.
your building line. I hope everything goes out the way that you want it to go. So you take care of
Yeah,
yourself,
thank you
man.
for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Have a good one, man.
All right, see ya.